What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream tonight. It is going to be a special one. Let me get this music paused. There we go. There's a commercial right there. So I am currently waiting. Tonight's going to be a special one. I am going to be playing a game from some Mississippi devs and Moonlight Game Studio. From Moonlight Game Studios.
I don't think it'd be like that, but sometimes it do.
And I've got my buddy Zach's stream up. If you'd like to see some Resident Evil from the beginning, check this out. Check this out. My buddy Zach is streaming as Emo Goth Human over on Twitch tonight. So, not telling you to leave my stream, but if you'd rather watch someone play all the Resident Evils from the beginning, maybe not from the beginning. I don't know what order he's playing them in. Here they are. I thought this would be fun to tune in. So, I'm excited because I'm going to have the developer of one of the two. It's a two-man team. I'm going to have one of the developers of Lawn Care Simulator join in around 8 o'clock is what he said, to discuss the game after we've been playing it for a bit, as we're playing it. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask about the game we're about to be playing, hit them up. This is going to be awesome. We can play games and actively talk to the people who are developing it at the same time. This game is early access, so what you see tonight is apt to change.
So it's off of this one?
But I'm going to watch my buddy play Resident Evil 0 for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember it had like the double beds and stuff. I just couldn't remember which way it was. So I just ran that way and then decided, well, I can go look at my map. It wasn't one of the rooms I went into 60 billion times.
Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? I don't know what all's going on, who all's in the Discord. I'm gonna say what's up to my buddy Zach. Oh, they got the monkeys.
What's going on, brother?
This is grotesque.
Well,
Let's see.
That was not preferable.
I'm gonna swap over to this for a moment.
That wasn't very cash money.
See, I don't know if my brother's streaming tonight or not either. Man, we got so many people starting to stream. We could be, it would be fun to get like our own little group of people, you know? Like Peanut has Hutch and Gingy. Yeah. That's the dream. But no, I have to work a regular 9 to 5, like most other people. This is just a hobby for now, and it's probably gonna stay that way. Breaking out in the streaming is hard. I've been at this for about 3 years now, and yeah, it's a tough one. Oh boy. Anyways, let's start the game. We'll X out of all this. Go to Steam. Where did it go? So yeah, if you'd like to play this game, it is only $9.99 on Steam at the moment. So it is Lawn Care Simulator by Moonlighter Games. It's a duo dev game, I believe. Yeah, let's get to it. Don't know what else to say about it. I have played this game just enough to make sure it works on my PC. And it did. It ran great. And I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but this is the first time I am attempting to stream 60 FPS. So let's have a fun night tonight, everybody. We're going to go career. And this is Lawn Care Simulator, so I imagine the game is gonna be exactly that. Press anything to continue. All right. Oh, man. Congrats on winning the Moathon. Show me you're the real deal, and maybe I'll have some more work for you in the future. So I did the tutorial. That is all I've played through this game. Let me know how... All right, cool. Cool. All right, so in this level, we're going to need to remove the trash, empty the lot, and put bags in the truck. So, is this the lot? All right, I'll be honest, I did not. All right, we're gonna mow it first, I guess. You mentioned you only have a real mower. It's no big deal if you're slow as long as the job gets done. Can I get off the truck? Ah, here we go. So yes, we are literally playing a game where we're mowing the lawn. Alright, we're gonna do it like this. Looks like we're gonna have to get the trash. Oh no, I got hit by a car? You got mowed. I didn't know that was... Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh man, alright, so let's get the trash out. Where's our trash removal tool? Stay away from the road. Where's the trash removal tool? Grab a drink. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff right there. Alright. Alright, invisible wall there. Chair there. Oh, there's the trash pickup tool. There it is. Let's get the trash. Disregard the chalk outline. Had a little accident. Let's go put the trash tool up. Pick up our bag. What's up, Clay? How's it going? And SJ Jellybean. No, the foreshadowing is not... That was not foreshadowing. I got hit by a car. That is what happened. Let me go put this... Alright. Now we can cut the grass. Let's try not to get run over this time. Trolls slightly not what I expect. They're not bad, just not what I expect. Alright, let's wait for this car to pass. Let's mow some grass. I didn't know what to expect from this game, but already right out of the gate, getting hit by a car and having a chalk outline on the ground, that is top tier. Can't wait to talk to the dev when he comes in. Alright, we're just gonna cut like this, then we're gonna go get the details, I guess. Guys, buy an indie game. Support your indie devs. They are doing what the industry refuses to do right now. In a world where Pokemon is trying to charge you $20 for a Game Boy Advance ROM on a system that already has a subscription service for Game Boy Advance games, and not including it in that subscription, not including online play, even though all the subscription games do, that is insane. And people are saying, oh, at least they're including local play. It's just like the old ones. They didn't have to do anything to include local play. Fire Red and Leaf Green were the first games on the Game Boy Advance to use the wireless thing, so they just had to emulate that. Which should be no problem because they already have a Game Boy Advance emulator on the consoles. Still probably gonna get it though. Y'all want to see a Pokemon stream next week? That's the thing about Nintendo though. Nobody else is making the games they do, and because they're so console exclusive, you kind of have to buy what they sell if you want to play what they make. You can't get it from somebody else, you know? Put the tools on the trailer and not get hit by a car. Thanks for taking care of that lot for me. Make sure to send me an invoice. We're gonna do big things. Awesome. Do I have to drive away now? Close the tailgate. All right. Did everything. Took us 6 minutes, 42 seconds. We cut 17,409 blades of grass. Moved one object. We picked up 5 pieces of trash. Took 670 steps. And our favorite tool was the trash grabber. The Cosmic Mini Golf Adventure. All right, we're going to go. We don't have all the items needed to complete this level. Visit the shop. Oh, we're going to need to buy a weed eater. Go back to the shop and a leaf blower. Okay. Mulching the leftovers. I don't remember the last time I played mini golf. I enjoyed mini golf. All right. We need to bag all the trash. Evening, Space Ranger. Glad you're here. These cosmic weeds have achieved orbit again. We're gonna start by picking up all the trash. And from what I understand, I believe every 5 pieces of trash makes a bag. So if there's 15 pieces of trash, that's going to be 3 bags of trash. So we need to throw away 3 bags of trash. Nothing over here. Cool, cool, cool. Hit tab to show our list. And I apologize, my face is in front of half the list. I missed it. I probably should have put that in the truck, shouldn't I? We're gonna put the next one in the truck and see if it gives us a bonus or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're gonna go ahead and 2. Right, missing 3 pieces of trash. This is a weird noise we're making. 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go put our trash thing up. Get our trash bags. Wonder if we get any extra points for putting them in the truck versus putting them in the garbage. Did not say. I don't think it matters. I gotta say, I'm impressed. This is a dev team out of Mississippi, and I saw on Steam they had a couple other games that they've published, or at least one other, maybe two. This runs really smooth. I've played some indie games that don't, and it looks decent as well. All right, let's cut some grass. Or let's not. He said, I see you grabbed your mower. Honestly, it might be easier with the old weed whacker. All right, let's try it. He's right. It might be easier with the old weed whacker. Let's get that on the outside. This is oddly satisfying. All right, we got the whole 9 sign. I see what we're doing. Gotta get down low. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely gonna want a bigger weed eater. Oh, yeah. So I looked at some of the dev notes for this game. They did use some AI artwork, but they're in the process of getting rid of all that, as true designers do, which is awesome. And I'm not like a super anti-AI guy. AI is a useful tool. It's great for placeholders and other stuff. Great for ideas, making your ideas come to life. It's a template. Someone can probably explain it to me better, but I don't understand the whole "it uses water" argument. Have you ever heard of the water cycle? I do understand that some places infrastructure isn't set up for it, but that's something that cities should be focusing on. You know, and I don't know. I'm speaking from total ignorance here. In a cooling system, couldn't you just use the same water over and over again? You don't have to constantly get new water. It's like cooling your PC with a water cooler. It's using a loop of the same water over and over again. Now, sure, you have to change it out every now and then, but maybe it's just something I don't understand. AI is going to be a part of our lives, if it's not already part of our everyday lives. Whether we like it or not, we just have to adapt and overcome. Or integrate, you know? There are ethical ways of using it. I know, for instance, when I use it, for the most part, like for Affinity, if I'm upscaling a photo, I have downloaded the AI model, to my local PC, so I'm not sending my photos out to a data center, so I'm just using electricity in my own home that I would be using anyway, you know? Same for Upscaler. That is an AI upscaling tool. You download the model to your local machine, and it does all the work in your own home with no internet. You can do it offline. There are ethical ways of using AI. I don't think it's the devil that a lot of people on the internet have you think it is. I'm just gonna walk all the way down and then come around. This is an oddly satisfying game. I prefer this over Power Wash Simulator, in all honesty. What are your guys' favorite simulator games? Cooking Simulator's really good. Food Truck Simulator is fun as well. Usually most of the simulator games that I play have to do with food. How'd she like Power Wash? Minecraft is... Can you consider Minecraft a simulation? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be so good to come through with the leaf blower after a minute and blow away all this grass. I got a buddy who's super into Farm Simulator. He got the mods to make the game more in-depth. It's already a super complicated game, but he added so much to it. And he's trying to get us, I can't remember the name of it, some mining simulator where you have to like rent excavators and stuff to literally go mine mountains. And it's funny because when I looked up the game to, you know, possibly play it with him, on Steam it said similar to games you already play, and it had Quarantine Zone and what was it? There was another horror game, but it's not a horror game at all. It's just I don't know. I wish I could remember the name of the game. I'd have to look through my old chats. I am liking this game way more than I thought I would. I don't know why this is so satisfying. Lawn care isn't typically my go-to. I say that, I played House Flipper for a bit. That was just cleaning and renovating houses in video game form. With some surprisingly in-depth appliance installation. Alright, we're good on this side. Nope, I want to get over here. We're gonna work our way around. I need to buy a new weed eater in real life. Probably gonna go with a gas-powered one. I have an electric one, and it just, my weeds laugh at it. We live out in the country, so we get some insane foliage. The battery dies so quickly. So I don't know if there's a defect in mine or not, but when I'm done with it, the battery is always super hot. But I get maybe 20-30 minutes out of it max, if that. I think it's closer to 10 minutes. Yeah, SJ Jellybean is my wife, and she's been playing the heck out of Cryptid Farm this weekend. I don't understand it. I haven't played it myself. It looks like an old Flash game that you would have played like on your school computer. And the way the art style is. It's very minimalistic. Very 2D top-down farming. Graphics probably made in Adobe Illustrator or something like that. Which, you know, I'm not dogging on it. Right. But it's a horror game. Cryptids come after you while you're trying to manage your farm, from what I understand. Alright, talking about cryptids, that alien just scared the crap out of me. I missed the hole 2 sign. Is this hole 2? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. Left door. Did I miss something over here? Is this a door? Is this on the left? This is right. Left door, over here. Whew. My sinuses are getting screwy, so that's not the left door. This is the left. Or is it? I don't know. What am I missing? You press C to see what you need to take care of, so while I'm trying to figure that out, we're gonna get our leaf blower, start over here and make our way through. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Oh my gosh, yes. Why is this so satisfying? Places one of the boys plays Farm Simulator. Wife plays Power Wash hours. Now, does she play it on console or does she play it on PC? I gotta tell you, I tried playing the game on console. Dude, doing that with a controller sucks. I feel like that's one of those games that needs a mouse and keyboard. Your experience is enhanced so much. More power to her, man. More power to her if she's doing it on Xbox. Ember knows what's up. What's up, Brandon? How's it going? Got a little different stream for us tonight. We're playing Lawn Care Simulator. One of the devs is going to come on later. We're going to talk about the game as I'm playing it. It's going to be fun. If you have anything you'd like to ask game dev, you can ask it in chat. What's up, Eden Echo? How's it going? This is the right door sidewalk. So yeah, I'm going to have to go over there to the left door and figure out what I missed earlier. It says we're at 99% on the left door, so I missed a blade of grass or something. The dev's not here yet, SJ Jellybean. If you find any glowing mushrooms, don't touch them. They're not props. Oh man, I missed a whole section over here. Gonna need you to lock it on those leaves, but yeah, I'm working on it. I love how my shadow is just a floating leaf blower. What am I missing? 99.9%. Rover's sidewalk, rear fence. So what is... Keep games weird. Heck yeah. I'd like to think that's what we do here at Board Time Things. My brother does a live stream and he was talking about, I hopped in, we started talking to somebody else and... there's some grass I missed. He had a buddy who hopped in who also... Or his buddy's wife hopped in. She was talking about her husband's group was streaming Gabe No on the Weed Eater. And my brother's like, yeah, my brother streams games too. If he doesn't stream games, you'll know. There we go. Now we can go blow it away. That jumping sound effect is weird. I apologize for being a mouth breather. I don't have a set breather. Hole 9 cement. Where's hole 9? Hole 1? All in the hips. Do your hips tend more towards telling truth or something more nefarious, Caleb? Maybe lies? My hips, they barely do a good job of holding my pants up. I have no hips and no butt. So, sorry, wife. Hole 8, hole 9. I'm missing the hole somewhere. There we go. Put tools on trailer. And that should be it. That's it. Even the plastic astronauts look inspired. Heck yeah, my guys. How do we finish? Oh. What's up, Kurzgard? First as always. That's awesome. Alright, that we took 18 minutes on that job. We cut 31,535 blades of grass. Which doesn't make any sense because we blew 140. Well, I guess when you're cutting grass, you don't just cut down each blade of grass once. It probably gets whacked around a lot. So we blew away 145,293 clippings. All right, we took 2,384 steps. All right, so shop. I'm gonna need to buy a riding mower, hedge trimmer, and some weed killer. Weed eater. Dang it. All right. Okay, so this job's gonna be a lot more involved. Alright, so first things first, I want to pick up the trash. I think that's how I'm gonna start most of these levels. That's a holiday level, got the Christmas music going. One bag of trash. 3. Oh, that's a lot of trash. Mr. Jellybean, you know what we should do sometime? We should do a playthrough of 7 Days to Die together. Stream it. I haven't played that game in a while, and whenever I play it, I don't really, like, I don't know if I just don't fully grasp the game, and because I know it's, like, really beloved in the crafting, survival crafting community. Something about it just hasn't clicked with me yet. What kind of truck do I have? What truck should it be? This gonna be the... You would just mow over the trash. Yeah, I tried that earlier and I got run over by a car. There was a chalk outline and everything. That's an F-150 for sure. Chevy. I'm reading chat. I know a Chevy's not an F-150. For sure, F-150. Which is the one that you take your boys up to the mountain and do unspeakable acts to each other? Is that an F-150? That's probably what this truck is. Kurzgard, will you be buying the $20 Pokemon Game Boy Advance ROM that's dropping on the Nintendo Switch? Nice. Cut the grass like this. See, I don't want to buy it based on principle, but I also want to buy it and stream it. Yeah, I know. I've already got, I've got legal copies of Fire Red already. And I've also totally legally backed those up to play on multiple emulators. Oh, this yard's gonna take a while. It's a big yard. If you played Pokemon Red and like Blue and Red, then that's basically all Fire Red and Leaf Green are. I think there's some extra in-game content, but it was just a remake at the time. I think it's hard to drive. Oh yeah, the OGs. You can't beat the OGs. The nostalgia factor, man. Those games are like 4 megabytes. You guys want some deep cut Pokemon lore? Am I not? Were the blades not on any of this? Did I not cut any of the grass? Have I just been driving around with the blades off? Yes, I was holding it down. Apparently that doesn't work. So anyways, Pokemon Gold and Silver were the sequels to Red and Blue. And during development, they tightened up a lot of stuff. The pixels were much denser for the Pokemon artwork than they were in Red and Blue. Yellow. Full color this time, so they could be played on a Game Boy Color and be full color. But there were one of those cartridges that you could play on either a Game Boy or a Game Boy Color. But they were having trouble fitting all of that onto a single Game Boy cartridge because of limited space. Satoru Iwata. What's up? Experience may vary. Nice, thanks, man. But Satoru Iwata was who eventually was the president of Nintendo. He was I don't remember what his position was at the time, but he looked at their code for the game and said, "Hey, you mind if I stay late one day and work on it?" And when he was done with it, he had like reduced the game size so much for Gold and Silver that they put the entire map from Blue and Red as in-game content, and were able to add just a butt ton more content because dude knows code. Rest in peace, Mr. Iwata. Nintendo has not been the same since you left. And Reggie, miss you too. He hasn't passed, but man, Nintendo. Reggie Fils-Aimé and Satoru Iwata were like the dream team. Second most importance. Who is the first? Hold on a sec. Alright. There we go. I turn the blades back on. Satoru Gojo. Kurzgard Satoru. I see why they said that the riding mower was mandatory on this map. Going around with... Oh, dang, I ran into the tree. Going around with that other mower would have taken forever. This has already taken a while. And how's the stream looking, guys? This is the first time I've tried 60 FPS. I ran a bunch of tests earlier, tried to do 1080p 60 FPS, but my country bumpkin internet just could not handle that. I tried. My lines are trash. This is hard to drive, Kurzgard. But, by the way, I put a link below if you guys want to check out the game yourself. It is only $10, and as far as simulator games go, this is decent. This is made by a Mississippi development studio called Moonlighter Games, and it's a 2-man dev team. And hopefully, in a bit, I'll have one of them on, and we can talk about the game. That's gonna look awful when I come back around. Go around, snowman. Bro, this is like my yard in real life. I don't know about hiring people, but you can buy more expensive versions of the lawn care equipment. I'm just starting the game, so I only had enough money to buy the basic stuff. There we go, that's much better. I have to see about a zero turn. A zero turn would be super helpful here. Would you want to hire someone? Farming simulator. Man, you play farming sim? I know you do. Do you hire people to do your work there, or do you do it all yourself? I don't know. You can get your operations massive in farming simulator. I don't know if this game is going to have that kind of scale. You do every task yourself. My man. What was that? You guys saw that thing rolling around, right? Am I going crazy? What was that? I apologize. This is probably painful to watch. Oh, man. So if you don't want to watch this, like I said, my buddy Zach is currently on Twitch at EmoGothHuman, streaming all the Resident Evils. He's currently playing Resident Evil 0. I believe he's playing the remake. And his goal this year is to play all of them on stream. He was super excited about Requiem, but he had never played the series like that before. So... we should be getting pretty close to being done with the riding mower. Yeah, this side... gonna spruce it up. I think there was a remake of, or at least a remaster of Resident Evil 0, because the one he had was looking really nice, but I know that you can upscale a lot of older games on PC. 0 was on GameCube, so it had to be. I should stream Ball Pit. I've heard that it's a really addictive game. I know nothing of it. Peak. I wouldn't mind streaming a round of Peak. Maybe we can do that next weekend. Oh, that's going to be an awful line. Let's do that and back it on up. We must get... Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like to say I beat that game at least once. And past couple weeks I've been playing Yap Yap. Before that, when I was playing, what was it? Valky 64. It's been nice playing some of the kid-friendly games because the wife and daughter get to watch. Quarantine Zone was a bit much for a 3-year-old. I want to finish that game too. I'd like to stream more of that, but man, 3 hours on a Sunday is all I get. And that's not enough time to play as many games I'd like to stream. RuneScape's still on the books, Kurzguard. Brandon, I don't know what that would be if they did do that. So I'm guessing Fever Dream. I don't know of any video games based on Deliverance. And as much as I'm into the indie... There it is. Is that a football? Basketball? Is a basketball. I knew there was something rolling around in the yard in the grass. I'm going to put this over here. Oh, it bounces. Nice. I'm working on neglecting sleep, Eden Echo. I am. But man, we've been working 8-hour days for the first time this week since Christmas. We went from like no work to all the work. So I have been dead this week. They are in order. Okay. We're gonna cut the back of the yard and we're gonna come in with the weed eater. Maybe the push mower. Dude, that is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Mid 2000s up to like the mid 2010s, Adult Swim humor was like insane. Super Jail, Tim and Eric. Ah, man. Metalocalypse is probably one of my favorite shows of all time. There's nothing like those shows, you know. Moral, Oral, Aqua Teen, Squidbillies. That was a distinct era for Adult Swim, and I don't think that they've really lived up to it since. Rick and Morty kind of fell off. But I guess the closest thing they have to it right now, I guess they got two shows that's kind of classic Adult Swim, that weird factor that only they can put on TV. And that's going to be Smiling Friends, and that show about those brothers that I can't think of the name of. Oh, man, what is it? Haha, you guys. Don't touch the trim. Eden Echo, what you playing tonight? Are you working? High on life. Is it a legitimately good game, or is it... Well, I've been worried about it. I mean, I know I could play it now because of Game Pass, but I kind of fell off the Rick and Morty style humor. I don't think I quite grew up. I think it just got old. And I feel like that game may be a bit too Rick and Morty for me. But is it a solid shooter? Or is it like... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Literal vehicle fun. Yeah. I was excited to play, what was it? Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And I started that a couple weeks ago, and I have just fallen off the Borderlands style of humor. I can't do it anymore. How do I put it back? There we go. Put this back on the truck. All right, we're gonna we're gonna do this for a little bit. Oh yeah, it sure does. How's it going, Tyler? So what Tyler's referring to is I rented a home in the middle of nowhere a while back, and one of the stipulations of the rental was that I had to upkeep the entire yard, and I was renting. I don't remember how many acres they had total, but what I was renting had about 2 visible acres of grass that I had to mow, and they left me tractors to do it with. Except I don't know how to drive a tractor. I tried multiple times and I just could not. I hired a guy to do it once, and then I just suffered through and took 2 days every time I cut the yard to cut it all. It was a big job. It was literal field, yes. Gonna get all these big parts before coming back with that I missed. Oh, come on. There it is. There we go. Come back with a weed eater. Get this as close to the fence as we can. I had a tractor. I don't not where I live now anymore. Clay. Yeah, let's clean this up. Come on. I can't tell if that's any better or not. Nope.